Honorable Men Discord. Has Halloween decorations gone too far? Let's talk about it.
How you see yourself is how you perceived. I see a man strong, gifted, head strapping, never down on his knees, begging. Gotta make a way, even in my darkest hour. Say the odds against me was new. I would never cower.
As always, welcome back to another episode. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. By all means, if you have something you'd like to share pertaining to this episode, I'll see you in the comment section. So let's go straight to this NBC News report about a home that has caused, I don't want to say an uproar, but it has some neighbors in favor of it and some neighbors think that it's a distraction and it's I guess using resources that they don't need to use. And resources meaning the fire department. But let's get into the news report and I'll talk about it after.
In South Carolina, this frightening scene appears all too real. Flames tearing through both stories of this suburban house outside Greenville. But the message from the home's owners, please stop calling 911.
It's all lighting. Each window has its own little setup.
It's just the latest over-the-top Halloween decoration from Sam Lee and his fiancée Amanda Pettin. All smoke and lighting. The display, they say, is a hit with most neighbors.
We do have a 1% that, don't like it, and that's understandable. They're entitled to their opinion, but we do it for the community.
If this is too far, what's not too far? What's the line? And who's to say what that is?
The couple gave the fire department a heads up about their elaborate display, but that hasn't stopped the calls from coming in.
Does this in any way take away from resources in a smaller fire department?
No. Granted, we're lucky. We're a block and a half from where the house is at our main station. So regardless, if somebody calls, we're going to go.
But authorities are cracking down on other displays. In Stan, Kentucky, a 58-year-old man was arrested and faces charges for these fake body bags depicting local politicians in his front yard. And in Alabama, controversy over this display from the wife of Mobile County Sheriff.
This is a very sad situation.
Skeletons dressed in serapes and sombreros being chased over a fence by other skeletons dressed as ICE agents. The sheriff's wife, Michelle Alfonso Birch, calling the display tongue-in-cheek, as this year even Halloween displays are fueling the flames of the country's political divide. George Solis, NBC News.
So there you have it. First and foremost, I know there's people that look at Halloween as it's a demonic holiday, which I don't even disagree with them. It has demonic aspects, right? So for those people, I'm split down the middle. I understand why those people say what they say about Halloween. But I personally, to be honest with you, this particular home, I like it. I like it. I've never seen nothing like it, and I'm just as much of a fan of that house as I am of the houses that they decorate for Christmas time. That's just me personally. I'm just going to be honest with you. I like the house. Now, would I, if I lived in the neighborhood, feel like it's a distraction? I would not, because I'm a creative, clearly, doing this channel. But for me, people putting their energy into decorating a house that I know is going to be used on Halloween for children to go around and collect their candy, I don't see anything wrong with it. As far as the fire department's concerned, as the chief of the fire station out there said, they're not too far from the house. So if there was a real fire, it's not an issue. Plus, I'm pretty sure the family... Well, let me not say pretty sure. I know the family's in contact with the fire department because when calls are made, not on this particular news clip, it was said that the fire department will call the husband just to make sure everything was all right, because they didn't want to waste their time driving over there if it was just the display that had someone calling. But this is a phenomenal display. I don't know what your thoughts are, but that's why I'm glad that I froze it where it's at right now so you could get a good look at the house. It's phenomenal. Like, I've never seen anything like this. And then to add the smoke, it's really fire, pun intended. It really is. It really is. I like it. I don't think anything's wrong with it. Now, as far as whether or not Halloween costumes, excuse me, man, it's just, I'm getting over this somewhat of a cold. As far as it being Halloween, some Halloween decorations and stuff like that going too far, I believe that's a possibility too. I think at times it does go too far. this is why I said I'm split down the middle. I actually enjoy Halloween, but there are times where it goes too far. Like the news report showed the display where it had ICE agents chasing quote unquote illegals, right? I think that was I think sometimes people use Halloween to really display how they really feel about political issues. All right, that right there was not part of Halloween, but they were using it to be political. So that's where sometimes it goes too far. But then again, who am I to say what's going too far? We live in a free country where you're allowed to express yourself. So is it going too far? That I believe that's up to, I guess, the community. Law enforcement believed it was going too far, which is why they arrested that guy. Well, not for the ICE agents chasing the quote unquote illegals, but the other one that had let's go back to it. Let me see what that said again. I just want to be clear on this. This one. This is the one that got arrested. All right. And honestly, there's not much going on. It's like black plastic bags tied over. I guess it's supposed to be somebody hanging. So I can see why that guy found himself in some type of trouble. But all in all, I think like many other things are on a case by case basis. I'm not going to say Halloween is bad, Halloween decorations are bad, and I'm not going to say it's good. It really is a case by case situation, because there's Halloween decorations that are more playful towards kids, where it's just pumpkins and cartoon looking ghosts and stuff like that. So, and then you have extreme versions of what some people consider Halloween decorations. I'm not even going to say this is a Halloween decoration. This right here is not a Halloween decoration, in my opinion. But again, it's a form of expression. It's a form of art. So who am I to say what's Halloween decorations and what's not? I just don't find this to be a part of Halloween. This is something else to me, to be honest with you. There's no faces. There's nothing. It's just black plastic bags. So, I really don't know what to make of it. But that's my thoughts on all of this. I like the home with the flames. I really, really like the home with the flames. I really do like it. I think it's very creative. And honestly, if I lived in that neighborhood, I would be out there shooting this content for you all in front of that home. I would absolutely go in front of that home and shoot content. And, if I had young children, I would definitely walk over to that house on Halloween. I'm not even going to lie. But that's my thoughts on all of this. What's your thoughts on this? When do you feel like Halloween is going too far? Now, let me just say one other thing. Halloween has a past, and a personal past with myself. So I do know it can be dangerous because it's a time where people can dress up and they're not exposed as themselves. So I'm just going to say this. If you are taking part in Halloween, if you're doing it for yourself, you're going to a Halloween party, you got kids that you're taking out for Halloween, just be careful. I'm going to end on that note. Just be careful when you're out there taking part in Halloween, because it can be dangerous. Because again, some people that are not outside with good intentions, they're outside, and sometimes it can lead to some serious situations. So just be careful when you're out there. But other than that, that's all I have on this. As always, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and by all means, I'll see you on the next episode. Stay honorable.